Welcome to this channel. If this is your first time watching me, I welcome you and I hope that you like what you see here. I want to get to this main topic because a lot of voices have been heard, a lot of confusion out there, and I think it's about time we address this. Of course, everyone is pretty much losing their minds over what Janet Jackson, a superstar, multi-record artist. I mean, she's just about everything you can imagine in a music artist, right? Legend. She mentioned some unsavory words that people have interpreted as unsavory towards presidential candidate Kamala Harris. And of course, it comes to question the blackness. It comes to the possibility she may not be president. All that. And a lot of people hurting their feelings about that. And the one question I would like to ask everyone, but first, I'm going to have to say, calm down. Calm down. The question that I would like to ask all of you is that going to determine your vote? Will your vote hinge on the fact of what Janet said or didn't praise or whatever? Is that going to convince you not to vote? I would suggest 2024 will be won not by the vote of what Janet has to say or what anyone else has to say or who now is going to prison or anything like that. 2024 will be won by the candidate that you select to move forward, the candidate that you choose to lead this country forward. Outside the hands of any celebrities or anything like that, the best thing about voting is that you get to decide. And that's the one thing we should always remember. It's not up to the people that we see on television or entertainers or anyone else. It's the fact that you are the ones that determine who our next leaders would be up and down the ticket. Remember that. Up and down the ticket, not just the top of the ticket, up and down. But I understand. I really, truly understand the hysteria right now because there's a lot of things that we pretty much saw in 2008, right? We were questioning if Barack Obama was black. And even though those voices weren't loud enough, say for one Tavis Smiley and Cornel West, you often question whether or not that people will learn from that lesson and just not focus on the ethnicity of the person, but the policies, the thoughts, the vision that they've laid out. And many of you, of course, watching this have already heard those thoughts and visions from both candidates. But I do know, I do understand this all started way back in the National Association of Black Journalists when a question was asked of Mr. Trump about Ms. Harris, and of course he questioned her ethnicity. And ever since then, pure firestorm on every social media channel, including here in this medium you can think of. That question has been raised, and if you want to raise it, that's up to you. But I would say question the policies, question the history when she was a prosecutor in San Francisco, question all that, and then you can make the decision for yourselves. Too many times in our recent history, we believe that celebrities and athletes, they speak for us. Why? Because they have influence. But really, do they really have that influence, or is that something we allow them to have? I'm sorry, you have one life to live on this planet, and you have to use that life very wisely. That means you think with your own heart. You think for yourself. You decide whether or not that person that you choose is going to help you put food on the table, or is going to help you with your medical bills, or help you when you really need money in the crunch to pay your bills, or just to send your child to college. You have to think about all these things. It's not just one. It's just one thing. It's just everything you have to consider when you are voting for someone. Will this person help me out? Not that the cult of personality happens or what the media tells you who to choose, why you should choose them, what to say with their 1,500 analysis of a certain candidate. You choose based on the information you have and the intel that you've acquired of a particular candidate, the policies, and so forth, and you make that decision yourself. Janet has her own mind. Janet can say whatever she wants. It's not going to influence my vote at all. And nor should it. Nor should it. It should never influence my vote. I mean, Janet is free to say her opinion, what she feels, and what she thinks. Now, an opinion doesn't have to be all right, you agree with me. Sometimes an opinion will cut you to the quick and definitely cause you to think, I don't know. I mean, before all this, my thoughts and my attitude towards Janet will always be the same. That I still consider her to be an iconic entertainer, a musician who works hard and takes good care of her craft, not only mentioning her famous family. And not only that, but let's keep in mind, she lost her brother recently. Tito is no longer with us. And while we're all piling on her and attacking her for what she said, we have to remember, she lost her brother. That's very important, you know. After losing my parent, my father, and all of you, of course, have lost family members in your lives, not just me or Janet, but I'm sure you've gone through the pain of that. It's very hard to get your thoughts together, to get your mind right, to get your information right. Now, Janet may be grieving, but she also, her sound mind, her sound body, said what she said, and that's okay. I can respect that. All speech, you know, whether you like it or not, has to be respected, and I respect that. I truly do. I really do. So I hope we consider it the next time, but really when it comes down to it, we should just calm down and realize this election season is all about the choices that we make. What about the initiatives? What about the judges? What about the school superintendents that we're going to vote in, right? Voting is much more than just voting for president. It's all about mayors and governors and council people or aldermen or whatever you need to vote in this year, whoever you need to vote in those offices. Take the time, find out the policies, find out where they stand, and just do it. That's all you gotta do. Make up your own mind who you want to select for office. Don't let Janet or anyone else do that for you. And with that, I have to say, if you like what you heard so far, you like the content, it's late at night, so making sure you get this. Click the banner up above. It'll take you to the website, and you get to find out all the good things about me and support me if you can. And if you like what you see in this content, you like what you heard, you like the fact that it was coming with this content. I'm sorry, you like the content here on this channel. There you go. Make sure that you are able to like what you like or subscribe, one or the other. But either way, if you like what you heard and you also want to add to the conversation, feel free in the comment box to make your voice heard as well. I just want to close by just saying that, again, no one should pile on Janet. No one should really get in a case or, you know, I mean, the emotions are going to come out. Videos are going to be made. I understand that. But at the same time, let's realize, okay, she said what she said. She said things that people didn't like, but hey, guess what? It doesn't determine your vote, or it doesn't determine the vote of anyone else. Just that she just made an opinion, and that's something we can all live with. So, with that being said, I want to wish you all the best. Enjoy your day, evening, week, or whenever you're watching this. And always in closing, take care.